Yo, what's up guys, it's Ka. Today, I wanted to talk about the entire anime tower defense genre as a whole and why I feel personally like it's A, getting boring, or B, falling off and just dying. I think the genre itself might be dying. And I'm just going to give you guys my personal thoughts, opinions, and feelings about this topic because I feel like there's other people who feel similar to me regarding this genre of games. So let's just hop into it. What's up guys, it's Ka. I haven't posted in almost a week, so don't get mad at me, but I wanted to talk about why I haven't posted in a week, really, and it's the topic of this video. I think these games are dying. I think they're getting boring, at least for me they are. Now, I'm someone who's been playing anime tower defense games since All-Star Tower Defense was out, you know? I had been playing All-Star Tower Defense when it first came out, and I've been playing anime tower defense games since that point on. I've been through Anime Adventures, I've been through Ultimate Tower Defense, I've been through Vanguards, ALS, Reborn, like every single anime tower defense you could think of. I've tried it and I've played it, and I think I've probably just burnt myself out. And I think there's a reason behind this on why these games are feeling boring or dry, or maybe the whole genre is just dying as a whole. Alright, so I'm on the Roblox search page, obviously, and I searched up just anime tower defense to show you guys what I mean by why I think this genre is kind of dying. So I'm going to be talking about like the 5 big main tower defense games, that being Anime Defenders, Anime Realms, Vanguards, ALS, and Reborn. Talking about those personally because I believe those were and are the biggest anime tower defense games on Roblox. Okay, first I want to talk about Anime Defenders. This game updated today, as you can see, Tuesday, December 17th at 9 a.m. This game updated today, and it's sitting at 8,553,000 players. What? It's sitting at 8,553 players, and it updated today. Now, I know that's a different topic because Anime Defenders isn't the greatest game, so, you know, let's look at something else. All right, let's look at Anime Vanguards. This game updated only 9 days ago as of the time of recording this video, and they're sitting at just under 14,000 active players, which is good, yes, and it's way better than majority of the tower defense games are out right now. But at one point, even just a few months ago, they were averaging about 30,000, 40,000, and when they'd update, they would push up to that 80,000, 70,000 mark. Now let's talk about Anime Reborn. This game updated also only like 10 days ago since the time of recording this video, and they're sitting at an active player base of 8,000 players right now, just under 8,000, and it only updated 10 days ago. Now they have an update coming out, this Winter Mayhem thing, in a few days here, and I'm sure their player base is going to jump back up to maybe 30,000, maybe 40,000, but after a week it's going to go back down to this 8,000. Now here's the most important one, Anime Last Stand. Everyone knows this one, and it is the biggest anime tower defense game on Roblox right now based on purely active players. This game has right now 18,000 active players, which is more than all of the other games that I just talked about, which is crazy because people, you know, were like, oh, Anime Last Stand is going to die when Vanguards comes out, when Reborn comes out, when all these different games come out. But Anime Last Stand right now is beating all of them in pure player base right now. So what's going on? Why are all of these anime tower defense games such low, like why do they have such low player bases? Why is it so low? Now, I will let you guys know I'm recording this at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Now, I understand people are at school and I understand people might have work and stuff, but this is like middle of the day. And for some other time zones, it might be 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and it might be earlier than that too. It might be 12 p.m., 1 p.m. But this is like a pretty prime time, a pretty peak time it should be for players on Roblox. And these games a lot of them aren't even hitting 10,000 players. When back in the day, I never saw Anime Adventures dip below 10,000 concurrent players ever. So why is that? I think it's because we're getting burnt out. I think us as the consumers of these tower defense games are getting just burnt out. These games are very, very grindy. They're very grind heavy. And it's safe to say that when you are playing a game and you dedicate months, every time a game updates, you dedicate weeks to grinding it, and then you wait a couple weeks and a new update comes out and you start grinding that one, and you dedicate a lot of time to these games to constantly be trying to get better and stronger and just be the best in the game that you possibly can be. And because of that, you get burnt out really easily. I know I've gotten burnt out from these games very easily. That's why I take breaks. It's hard to keep playing some of these games sometimes because all it is just you play, and you're burnt out. You just get burnt out. Now, let me talk about another argument, which is macroing. Well, you know, if you just macro, you won't get tired because put your computer on overnight and you'll wake up and you'll have all the stuff that you don't have to grind for. So why could you be burnt out? Well, you know, there's people that don't macro. I don't macro. There's people that just don't macro, and for those of those people who don't, which is a lot of people, because you know there's mobile players and majority of Roblox player base is mobile, and they can't macro, so they're gonna have to manually grind this game over and over and over again for hours and hours, weeks, months, whatever, and they're gonna get burnt out. So I think this genre as a whole, the player base has just gotten really burnt out, which is why I think we need something new. We need something fresh and exciting that takes this genre but puts it in a different direction and makes it something that feels different, something that doesn't feel as grindy, something that feels like you can have just straight fun when playing it. Because let's be honest, if you've been playing these games as long as I have, the amount of fun you have when playing them is not really, it's not the same as it once was. The most fun I have in these games now is when an update first releases and I play with viewers on my stream. Now imagine you weren't a content creator, you weren't a streamer. If I wasn't a streamer, I would play these updates maybe for a couple hours and then I'd never touch them again. Unless of course it was a really crazy good update and I got really lucky, but that's the other thing. If you get really lucky in an update in this game, you're like, oh my god, this update's so fun, so good because I got a really rare character, I got something really rare, I need to play this update. But for those of the people who aren't lucky, they're just like, this update's okay, it's fine. I have nothing to play except this new game mode that gives me gems so that I can maybe have the chance of getting a rare character. So I think there's a problem with these games. I think there's too much gacha and gambling involved. These games focus a lot on it, and it takes away the fun from these games. The next thing is the recent tower defense games, their updates have been horrible. Well, not horrible, but like they haven't been as fun as I feel Anime Adventures updates were. Now, it could be a thing of just purely, it's been a long time since I've played Anime Adventures, and I just think of it in a nostalgic way where I can never think anything wrong of Anime Adventures, even though there was lots wrong with Anime Adventures. But I feel like their updates were just more fun, or at least at the very least more put together and more properly crafted. Because we look at a game like Anime Vanguards, and this update, I made a video on this update isn't even that bad. The problem was all of the bugs that this update had on release. This update was so buggy that it turned off so many players to play this update. And first impressions are a huge thing, right? And me personally, I don't really remember Anime Adventures releasing an update and having such game-breaking bugs such as new units not even being able to attack. I never remembered that being a thing, and I think there's a weird standard difference from Anime Adventures to the new games. The standard for quality is higher because there's new better graphics, there's new quality of life features that Anime Adventures just didn't have, which is amazing. It's a great thing. But for some reason, I feel like the update quality in terms of, you know, testing and having no bugs and just like overall enjoyment of an update has gone down. Now, don't get me wrong, Anime Reborn has pretty much minimal bugs when they release a new update. There's some maybe here and there, like the first Black Clover update. Some of the new units' passives were completely not working. They were broken. And it took them a couple days to fix it, but it's not that bad. There's still a odd feeling I get with these new updates because some of them just don't, like, they look and they feel polished. They feel like they have the player base in mind in terms of quality and graphics and like all this stuff, but the update content itself, the amount of enjoyment I get from it now is just not there. So then why does a game like Anime Last Stand have the highest player base in the genre? Well, I honestly think it's because they keep trying new things. I mean, yes, they've had a lot of updates. This game has been the longest running tower defense game still on the platform since Anime Adventures because it's getting consistent updates every like week or 2 weeks and stuff like that. So why are people still playing it? Why is it the highest played game? Well, because let's be honest, it definitely is it doesn't have the highest quality as compared to Anime Reborn or Anime Vanguards, even Anime Defenders based on pure graphics quality. But this game is better than all of them based on pure numbers, and I think it's because they update the most frequently. They change things all the time. Like this UI right here has changed like multiple times. Like things are constantly changing and being updated to this game, which I think adds a little fresh, different layer to things because yes, you can keep adding content and new content every update, but being able to see some new subtle changes, like maybe new quality of life features, like the index being added to this game or the level rewards or just things like that they have been adding keeps players active. And because majority of their player base has put so much time and effort into this game, they keep playing it. Unlike something like, let's say, Anime Reborn, which has only been out for about 2 months, or Anime Vanguards, which has only been out for like 5 months. This game's been out for like a year almost. It's been out for much longer than these other games. And I think people put more time into this game, and now that they see that this game's getting more consistent updates, they want to play it more. Now that makes me worried. This makes me worried for Anime Adventures when it comes back, because if Anime Adventures keeps following the same formula as Vanguards and Anime Reborn and just all these other games that have no player base right now, I'm worried for what will happen when Anime Adventures will come back. Will it have the same feeling, the same glory as it once did back in its prime? Or will it once again just feel like another mindless, grinding, zombie-like game where you just play for hours to hopefully get something good? Like, are we burnt out as a player base, or are these games just not fun anymore? It's a question I just can't answer. I truly can't answer, and it confuses me. Because me personally, I love these games, and I always will love these games, but I've taken breaks from these games. Yes, I've taken multiple weeks off making videos because I think these games are boring at times. I think there's not enough content for me to want to make videos, and there's just not enough fun for me to want to play it in my spare time, so I just don't. Yeah, I don't know what this is going to turn into. I don't know what this video is going to become in editing, but biggest thing is I want to know your guys' opinions on this genre. I want to know, like, how you guys feel. Do you think that these games are just bad at making updates and you're still having fun with these games, but because the updates are bad, you just don't want to play it? Or do you truly feel burnt out? Do you feel like you've just played so many of these games that you're so like done with them? You've played too many and you're just bored and you want something new and refreshing to really spice up the experience for these games. Now I hope we can get that. I hope we can get something that can make these games feel different and fresh and exciting, because they're all the same now, and I want something unique and different, and I want to feel excited when I'm playing these games again. You know, I'm hoping Anime Adventures can bring that back for me, or maybe Vanguard's can step up its game, or Reborn can put out a really cool update. Just something to make us feel really there again and feel excited and refreshed, because I'm tired of playing these type of games. Now obviously I love playing these games, but I'm tired. It's very difficult. But yeah, that's about it. My name's Ka. If you're new here, consider subscribing, liking the video, and if you're new here and you don't want to subscribe, just tell me down in the comments what you feel about this genre of games. I'm really curious. All of you watching, please just tell me down below your feelings towards these games nowadays. Are you tired? Are you not tired? Are you happy? Are you not happy? Just how do you feel? Because I'm curious. Because me personally, I'll tell you right now, I'm tired. I'm sick of these games. There's nothing new and refreshing. I just don't want to play a really grind heavy update anymore. I just don't want to do it. So just let me know. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. My name's Ka. I'll see you guys all in the next video. All right, bye-bye.